My dear students, we are going to discuss the different components of an interview. First component is establishing an interview format. Every interview requires a structured format because structured format would be helpful for both interviewer and interviewee, and both of them know that what is going on and what are the different steps which need to be taken from time to time. So the format is beneficial to both interviewers and applicants because it's providing information with a checklist of a sort. So if you will have a checklist, it would be very much easy for the interviewer to ask a question according to the checklist, and applicant would also be very much formal to answer the question in one particular sequence, and he also get aware of that what are the things which must need to be answered and how the answers would be related to each other. Ensuring coverage of all necessary data. It is very much important to ensure the coverage of all necessary data about the applicants. So interviewer job is to ensure the coverage of all necessary data and all information regarding the applicant. So, and ensuring applicant of a comprehensive exchange of information. So if you are interviewing and just for a couple of minutes and you are not asking proper questions and you are not comprehensively covered the different contents and concepts of the interview, obviously it is just a waste of time and you would make decision just on the basis of the 2 minutes. So do you think that 2 minutes are sufficient to hire someone for any particular position? I don't think so. Your answer would be no, because 2 minutes are not sufficient. You need to spend a comprehensive time. You have to comprehensively cover and exchange all the relevant information between the interviewer and the applicant. So the format of an interview should incorporate 5 critical phases. There are 5 critical phases which we will discuss today, and those critical phases are: number 1, making introductory remarks about what is to take place during the interview. Because if you are starting some small journey, it is better to tell your audience and it is better to tell your applicant that what kind of questions you are going to ask and what is the direction of the journey. So it is very much important to make an introductory remarks in the start of interview, just like a journey, aeroplane journey, in which a air hostess used to tell you that what you need to do and you have to fasten your seat belt, and these are the instructions of an emergency landing on water and on land. So it is sort of an announcement. It's sort of an introductory remarks which you need to give before the start of an interview. Number 2, after an introductory remarks, asking question about an applicant's education and prior work history as they relate to the requirement of the job. Because the education and the prior work history is related to the current job of an applicant. That's why applicant is here in front of you. So you have to ask questions, and all those questions must be relevant to the tangible qualities of an applicant. Number 3, you have to provide information about the job opening, its salary and benefits and organization. So this is not always to talk about applicant's job requirement and talk about the applicant's education and prior work history, but you have to give information about the job openings, what the salary you are going to offer, what are the benefits you will seek during the company, and what the organization is all about. So this is very important to provide such kind of information as well. And number 4, answering question about the job and the organization. So if an interview is asking question, then it is also the right of an applicant to ask question about the job and the organization. So being an interviewer, it is your responsibility to answer the question asked by the interviewee about the job and organization. So he would be more confident to join the organization if he would be selected. And number 5, informing the applicant about what happens next before ending the interview on positive note. So you have to end the interview on a positive note, and you have to inform the applicant that what would be happen after an interview. You can say that the list of qualified candidates would be displayed, and you can see the list on that particular date. Then you have to come for the orientation session if your name would be in the list of selected candidates. And if your name would not be in the list of selected candidates, we would inform you to an email and what would happen next and when you can apply next time for such kind of a particular job in the organization. So you have to inform the applicant what would happen next before ending the interview on a positive note.